Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, welcome back. If you enjoy all things makeup, as well as some book stuff here and there, if you like one or the other, doesn't matter, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, even part of this video, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. And let's go ahead and let's dive on into today's video, which is a previous video or two ago, I don't know. I don't ever know how I'm gonna upload what, okay, it just happens. But we had tested out the Unearthly Cosmetics Small Mystery Box. I had stated in that video I had gotten both the small and the large, and so today is going to be all about the large box. So this box is very different than the other one already off the bat. Again, I don't know what's in here. I don't know how this is different than the smaller one. I've literally just taken them out of the box. That is it. I haven't looked, and I haven't looked at anybody's pictures, videos, anything else like that. I want to be just as surprised. So in the original, the smaller box, it was a little bit more pastel. It was a little bit more rainbow vibes. This is definitely like a cloudy, ethereal type of vibe that I'm getting. So I'm hoping that's kind of what the palette is going to be like as well. Fingers crossed, I'm really hoping. So let's go ahead and let's dive right on into everything we have that's inside. So right off the bat, just by opening it and looking at what's inside, it looks kind of in a way similar to what was inside. So you have two palettes. This one is markedly larger than the one that was in the smaller. This is another highlighter duo, and then you do get one extra lip product. So that's pretty much like the only difference between the two is the eyeshadow palette is bigger and there is an extra lip option. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just going to start diving on in. So first of all, here is the packaging. It is kind of in a way similar to the smaller one in that there was like a lot of mushrooms on there. Of course, obviously this is a little bit more detailed artwork. We have a person on this now, we have rainbows. The boots are, I'm not sure what's going on with the boots, but I'm here for it. She likes it, I like it. It's all that matters to me. So we're gonna go ahead, again, the artwork is the same. And we are just going to, okay, I don't know what I was expecting, but a rainbow neon palette was not it. So with this palette, I probably really was not expecting this color story. I was really expecting something a little bit more ethereal, maybe a little bit more pinky, purpley, blue. And you do have like the pinks, you do have the purple, you have the blue. You have all of that, but I was thinking something a little bit more ethereal with just like the way that the packaging, but I'm super happy with this. I cannot wait to swatch this, go over the swatches, but that is definitely going to be kind of like more of like a neon bright, whereas the smaller one is a little bit more pastel. So if you don't like super colorful or you want something that's maybe a little bit more color specific, these boxes aren't going to be for you. So the next is going to be the highlighter palette. I was going to say pillow and palette, but I don't even know. Highlighter duos. And again, the packaging is very reminiscent of the smaller one. You know, it's got like the flowers on it. And then we've got Slick and In Your Dreams. So we have one that looks like it's a little bit like a gold with some orange type shift, and one that's gold and green type shift. Again, I don't know how this is going to portray onto my skin tone. I thought the ones in the other box may have been too deep for my skin tone, and they turned out that they were perfectly fine for my skin tone. I'm not really 100% for sure about these. I don't know if one will work, one will not. That'll come down to whenever we like get the swatches rocking and rolling and things like that. But for the most part, again, Unearthly is definitely a shifty highlighter brand. You're not going to get like an icy white or just a champagne. They definitely are a brand that really likes color, really likes like shifty highlighters, shifty shades, things like that. If that's something that you're not into, you're more of like a neutral person, this probably isn't going to be the brand for you or the box for you, but I'm excited so far. So next up is we have, this box has one satin lipstick, and then we have 2 lip glosses. So Get Groovy, a satin lipstick, and 2 of the glosses. So we're going to go ahead. We'll start off with the satin lipstick. This is in the shade Gnarly. And it's an orange. But not like a neon orange or anything like that. This is like this is an orange you would wear in the fall. You know, like it's got some brown. It's like a brown orange, a rich fall pumpkin type color. I feel like I had that experience with the last box and their lip option as well. Yeah, you know, it's fine. So then the next gloss, the next lip product is the gloss. This is in the shade Psych. All right, so this is a gloss that has a little bit more of like that neon, more intense type of orange. This is like a true orange. There is no brown in it. This has no brown in it, whereas as you can tell with the lip option, it's definitely a little bit more brown. So I'm not sure how those are going to pair. And then here is the last lip gloss. This is going to be in the shade Spaz. Okay. A purple. A shimmery purple. I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm here to tell you purple was not it. And again, I don't know how that would pair. I don't know. Unless they're like meaning for you to use it, like each shade depending on the look that you're going for, and not use them together. But I'm not usually one that's like going to like pair a gloss with just a lip liner or something like that. I don't know. Let's go ahead and let's just dive on into the swatches. We're going to go ahead and we're going to kick it off with just the palette. So starting off, this is Radical, and this is just your purple. It's a very average purple. Next is going to Peace Out. This is a shimmer. This is pink, little bit of like some purple razzle dazzled in there. This one isn't super shifty as compared to like some of the other shades. The next one is Groovy. This is going to be more like the neon orange. Up next, this is called Fox. This is a little bit more of like a transparent, not necessarily a super opaque. So you may have to have a base with this to get the intensity that you may be wanting. With this, it is like a green, pink, peach, pinky sort of a shade shift, and it's super stunning. Next up is going to be Stellar. This is a green, definitely a little bit more of like a neonish green. Then we have the shade right here, which again, I don't know if you'll be able to see all the shifts. This is like a really pretty like baby sky blue with like some minty green, and it's got like this light, like very like hint of like light lavender kind of a shift. I mean, you can kind of see it. It's absolutely stunning. The next one is going to be Space Cadet. This is a lavender and pink and light type of blue type of shade. The next one is Out of Sight. This is a little bit more of a burgundy shade. We have Funky. This orange, a green, a gold, so beautiful. We have Far Out, which is a very beautiful neon yellow. We have another one here that you can't really see all that well. This is called Rad. This is a green and blue type of shift shade. And then last is Blast, which is going to be that sky blue. We're then going to go ahead and we're going to move on into the highlighters. So this highlighter I'm pretty sure is going to be a little bit too deep for me, and that's going to be the In Your Dreams. That's the one that's a little bit gold with, obviously, as you can tell, like the peachy orange to it. And then this next one is going to be that Slick, and that's also going to be, it's kind of like an orangish type shade, but it has some green, a green shift to it. Moving on to the lip color. Here is Gnarly. This is the satin liquid lipstick. Again, just looking at this, like even in comparison to like all the shades that we have, I just feel like maybe this may not have been the best lip choice. The next one is going to be Psych. This is that orange, and this is, you know, again, a very pretty orange, but I just like seeing these all swatched and how like intense they are. I just don't think that these glosses are going to go together, especially this purple Spaz shade. Again, I think that's something you'd have to pair with either another lip or like a liner or something like that. And even with the orange gloss, I just don't know if it's necessarily going to go the best with the lip option that we have. I still think I want to do something like ethereal-ish, or try my best to make it ethereal-ish, if that makes sense. So I'm going to start off with the shade right here called Blast. I'm just taking this on a cosmic brush, and I'm going to put some product on. I literally dipped this in twice. I don't know how pigmented it's going to be off the bat. So, okay. Also, it's, okay. All right. It's not overly pigmented, which is fine. I did, you know, really dust it off, and I only lightly dipped it in twice. So this is fine to start off with. And from here, we're just going to build and blend. I like to start on the outer edge first with the bulk of my color and then move it in, because you want smoky on the outside, not so much on the inner corner, especially if you have hooded droopy eyelids like I do. You've only got so much space to work with. Next shade I think I want to go into is going to be, we're gonna do Radical. I think that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna take this on. I don't know where this came from. It's literally a Nightmare Before Christmas. I've got that loaded up, and again, I'm just gonna tap it off because I don't know how pigmented this will be. Okay, that's not bad. All right, I'm glad I dusted it off. To just kind of see how pigmented it would be before we went overboard. And it definitely has some pigment. It's a lot more pigment than the blue did. The blue, I will say though, I did only have to go in twice to get to this level into the palette 2 additional times. No, not additional times, just twice altogether. Wow, I could not get that to come out. And then we're just gonna work really on blending and making it look more ethereal-ish. For the outer corner, I think I want to try Out of Sight, which is going to be like that more burgundy type shade. We'll just see. You never know what you're gonna get when you're doing a weird look like that's. And I'm just gonna start packing that on my outer corner where I would like for it to be, and then just kind of blending that out as well. And I'm just gonna bring it over slightly in case I need, because I don't know which shimmer I'm gonna go in with, and some of them are opaque and some of them are translucent. So I want to, if I am choosing one that is a little bit more translucent, you have some sort of a base, something to go with here. And then just keep working on packing. I now want to go into a shimmer shade. I've got my NYX glitter glue primed. I have primed one of my eyes with my NYX glitter glue. I don't want to go into a pink or a purple. I want to do something colorful and magical. That's what I would like today. Yes. So I think I'm going to start off with the shade Rad. Okay. And I'm going to take that on my finger. Y'all can get mad about the finger all you want. I don't care. People get mad about it, but it is so much better than the others. Okay, it just is. That is beautiful. This was a good choice. I'm enjoying my choice thus far. And I guess I'll lightly tap over any extra all over the lid, but for the most part I want this to be like center to like outer portion of the eyes. Then I think I'm gonna go into the shade right here called Chill. I don't know, we're gonna take that on my pinky. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm just gonna start. Oh, okay, that's a little bit darker than the other shade, which in the pan you would think the other shade would be darker. Okay, that's fine. We can kind of marry them together, and I still want to focus Chill still more into like the inner portion, but also still. Before anyone comes to me and says you've already done your lower lash line and inner corner and didn't film it, I know. Okay, I got extremely sidetracked. I got extremely like, this is what I'm doing, and then suddenly, boom, I got sidetracked and I just kept going. So just to go over what I've done on my eyes, I went in with Radical and just smoked that out all over the line. Then I went in with Out of Sight, kind of kept it a little bit closer, focused a good portion of it on the outer corner. And then for the inner corner, I went in with the shade Fox. I went in with the shade Fox and just kind of put that in my inner corner. That's what we've got going on. So next is going to be, you know what, first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to swatch the lips with the eye makeup being done so I can see what I'm going to like or not. So first of all, we have the gloss. This is in the shade Psych. Okay. All right. You may have to build this up if you want pigmentation, but I'm gonna go with this is not. Very comfortable though. Comfortable, you can see the glitter in it. You don't feel the glitter on the lids. I know some people don't like a really glittery gloss because they feel like they can feel the glitter. I don't feel the glitter with this at all because let me tell you, I'm in agreement. I don't want something that feels that I can feel the glitter, but I just don't think, even if I paired this with a liner, I just don't think that this is gonna be it. We'll go ahead, we'll move on into the Gloss Spaz. That's gonna be more of like that purple one. Okay. Isn't terrible, but again, I just feel like even if I paired this with a lip liner, this is still just not a color that I would really want to go for this look. So this is also a no. So last is going to be the liquid lipstick, and again, I do not think that this is literally going to be the best for this look. We're gonna try it all the same. Okay, all right. It's not. Nope. We don't even need to do the top. This is, so for the highlighter palette, I'm gonna go into the shade Slick because again, that one was a little bit not as deep. But both of these are very highly glittery. Whereas I feel like in the other set, one of them necessarily wasn't like huge on glitter. Like it was a little bit, how do I explain this? It wasn't as glittery. We're just gonna go with that. And then if you know, you know. But this is definitely very glittery. I'm just gonna focus that on like my high points of my face only. Okay, it doesn't look bad. I'm gonna go into the shade In Your Dreams, which is the one next to that. I'm just gonna lightly get that and then again, just focus that towards like the higher points, you know. Here is the completed and finished makeup look, testing out the Unearthly Cosmetics Large Mystery Summer Box. Let me know what you guys think down below. I tried to use as many colors as possible and I am happy with how this came out. I am also, again, I think that this packaging right here is so aesthetically pleasing. I love this packaging more than I like the one for the mini. It's just, it gives me all the vibes that I want. It gives me all of the things. So I'm really, again, I'm really happy with their packaging. So talking about the palette then, this is a 12 pan palette. The other one and the smaller one was more of an 8 pan palette. This probably is not a palette that is one that I will gravitate towards or reach for a lot. Truthfully, rainbow, just being rainbow palette is not something that I personally love or gravitate towards. I love color. I will play with color as evidenced, but I do like having some like neutrals or more corresponding colors. Like for this, I would really like maybe like another blue, like a deeper blue, something like that. So for me, this just isn't a palette, but if you love color, you want a good rainbow palette, you want a good neon rainbow palette that has like the pigmentation there, this is a great palette. The artwork again is beautiful, but if you are just like, this is another rainbow palette I don't think you need it either. I have plenty in my collection. I have singles in my collection. So for me personally, that's just not my favorite palette. But if it was something that was definitely curated towards something being more ethereal, like some more pinks, some more purples, maybe some blues, like I think that would have been chef's kiss. In terms of the highlighter duo, I really do like this. This is just really, 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 really glittery. In terms of the highlighter palette, I think I like the other highlighter palette more than I like this one. This one, both of the shades are just extremely glittery, and if that is something you enjoy, this is a great highlighter palette, because unfortunately with the other one, it was kind of more within the same color category. They were like a pink, pinky purple type of shades. This one, you have one that's going to be leaning a lot more green. You have one that's going to be leaning a lot more orange. It definitely has like a little bit more variability. However, I don't want something that's super, super chunky or glittery. I don't mind something that is really nice and really shifty, but I just don't want something really glittery. Like on camera, you know, it looks fine, but it's just, when you look close, it's like, ooh, look at all that glitter. That glitter is everywhere. So that's just something that I don't like. But again, what you like in your highlighters is going to vary. I do think that this shade right here, In Your Dreams, is a really good option for those that have maybe deeper skin tones. Because again, I mean, you can build them up. We built the other ones up, but I always like having something that's going to be better for someone with like lighter skin tones, and then something for deeper if it's going to be like a highlighter duo that's in a collection. Here's the two highlighters being built up. As you can tell, completely totally different colors, whereas I felt the ones yesterday were pretty much very similar. So that one has a little bit more variety, but it is a little bit more chunky and glittery than the others. Next ones to talk about are going to be these lip options. For me personally, I just was not able to use any of these in today's look. I just felt like it just didn't really go with anything with today's look. I felt the same for the other liquid lipstick and gloss that we had gotten in the other previous box. That doesn't mean their lip products are bad. Their lip products are absolutely phenomenal. Does this mean I will never use this color? Does this mean I will never use the glosses because it's not something I think I would have paired with this palette or the other palette specifically? No. Nope, absolutely not. I think that this is a fantastic formula. It's very, very comfortable. The glosses really give you some like vavoom to your lips, some juiciness. It is nice and glittery, but it's not glittery in the sense that you can feel it, and it's not glittery where you're looking at your lips, you're like, oh, I can see the glitter, because you can't. You're probably like, well, you didn't use, I did use but we'll add a little bit of the purple onto it. Kind of added some vavoom to it, if I do say so myself. I did not expect to like that as much as I was going to. But anyways, as you can tell, like applying this, it has the glitter, but you can't really like, it's not like something where it's like, oh yeah, that's a super glittery gloss. Like you can totally tell that it's glitter. You can't tell that it's glitter, but it shifts just so nicely. It's a good formula. Again, they're liquid lipsticks. I don't find are super drying. They're really comfortable. They have a good smell to them. They're really comfortable. The gloss, nice and comfortable. You can't feel the glitter at all. Nice smell. It even kind of has like a little bit of a nice taste to it. Like obviously don't be eating it, but when you put stuff on your mouth, it gets into your mouth. Like, I'm sorry, it does. If you did not know that, now you do. Now you do. Now you know. You're gonna get some in there. It kind of has like a cherry-ish, like a artificial cherry type taste to it, while it kind of smells a little bit more like vanilla-y and sweet. I don't know. But overall, I do like their lip products. I just don't think these are the lip products for the palette. I just didn't think so. But it also, I just wasn't able to think of a look to do where I would be able to use these. So that is it for today's video. Let me know what you guys thought of this collection down below. If you saw the other one, which one do you like more? Are there like things from each one that you like more than the other? Let me know all of that down below. Did you pick these up? If they're still available, I will link them down below. If they're still available, are you wanting to pick these up? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed, please make sure you guys have subscribed and given this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.